guys, Norwich City Central. I hope you're all doing okay. Massive result. QPR 0, Norwich City 1. I'm delighted Norwich have got 3 points at Loftus Road. 3 wins on the bounce now. Who would have thought that going in prior to the Middlesbrough game? A great result for Norwich, and Teemu Pukki with the goal. Scoring with the chest, I love it. This is my match review. Please leave your thoughts down below. I'm gutted I couldn't go actually because I've been to QPR for the last 2 visits, and obviously I saw us get smashed 4-1 last season, match day experience on the channel, and then 2-1 as well. So it's not been great, but I'm really glad Norwich could get the win, and I'm glad Ducker was able to see us win at Loftus Road, and maybe I was a bad luck charm for him. But no, going on to the game, I think we needed a lot of appreciation for the fullbacks firstly. Max Aarons and Jamal Lewis, excellent. Offensively looked good, and defensively as well, winning a lot of headers. And really showing a mature performance. Tim Krul made a brilliant save in that second half. Did make a little error in the first half, but very good. Centre backs, Tim Closer, I thought did well at defending crosses, but when he got the ball, his possession play wasn't great. A few long hits into the crowd. But Christoph Zinnemann I thought was excellent, winning a lot of headers, winning a lot of aerial duels. Really pleased. Tete, I was shocked he was playing, and I did say in my predicted 11. Regarding the starting 11 team, I've made a couple of changes because I think 3 games in 7 days would be a big load for the team. But no, Tete played his 3rd game in the week, and he looked good. He looked a little bit tired towards the end, but fair play to him for showing that energy and that endeavour for Norwich City. Leitner as well alongside him did well. Apologies. Stiepermann providing the assist, had a good game. Todd Cantwell and spells showed a lot of promise. Emi Buendo, probably the most disappointing player on the pitch, but I'm still confident he can turn out to be a good player. And of course, Teemu Pukki with the goal, fantastic performance. And we showed a lot of grit and resolute, towards the end of the game. But first half we showed that we had so much of the ball, didn't we? Looking in that first half, we must have had 65% possession at least. A lot of it was admittedly in our half, but we controlled the game. QPR didn't have many chances whatsoever. And Leitner dictated it. Zinnemann out from the back. We looked really good, and we created a really good chance in that first half through Jamal Lewis. Brilliant surging run. Jamal Lewis was my man of the match. Brilliant surging run. Almost picks out Teemu Pukki at the back post. Couldn't quite get to it. But despite having all that dominance and not really allowing QPR into the game because we had so much of the ball and we dictated how the game was going to be played, they did create a couple of chances towards the end of the half. Tim Krul getting in a bit of a mix-up, he got away with it, and then Naki Wells 20 yards out, clean contact but straight at Tim Krul, and that's the kind of balance you've got to consider, and it's going to be really interesting because yes, we're getting a lot of possession against these teams, but one counter-attack, when a clinical team has one counter-attack, all that possession could be for nothing. And today, despite having a lot of the ball, do you know what I mean? If we don't win that game, the possession wasn't really useful, was it? Let's be honest. But no, in the second half, he looked better. Todd Cantwell had a couple of great chances. I was praying he was going to score, praying he was going to be able to do that knee slide. Didn't quite work out for him. A couple of blocks and one which fired over. But he was thinking the goal might come here. We've had a lot of possession of the ball, but you're thinking if we can just be a bit more direct, move the ball a little bit quicker in that final third, and just put a couple of crosses maybe, have a couple of shots. Just move the ball a bit quicker, we might be able to create something because QPR weren't great. And we did. Cross came in from Stupid with a slight deflection, falls into Teemu Pukki's chest, does that with it, and it's 1-0 to Norwich in the 70th minute. And I'm really glad because obviously we've had a terrible record at Loftus Road. That was the deciding goal. QPR then, we did decide to sit back. It kind of followed similarly to how we did against Reading in that 25-minute spell in the beginning of the second half where we kind of sat back. And they had a long range effort, and Tim Krul an unbelievable save to turn it over the post. That's why we brought him in, for those kind of saves, and it was a great save. And then the big moment in the game from a QPR perspective, and generally the ball's in the box, it's loose. You're thinking could a QPR player turn it home? Rancic gets it away, but in the process Tim Closer pushes the man with 2 hands over, and it's a tough one for me because I mean it is a penalty. QPR should have had a penalty from it, but I don't understand why Tim Closer needed to do it because the QPR player probably wasn't going to get to it. Rancic was going to get there first. So Tim Closer didn't need to do that, and it could have cost us if the ref or the linesman saw it. But overall, on the balance of play, as I said, I think we deserved the win. We had more possession. We kind of dictated the game with our passing. I think QPR were poor, I'm going to be honest with you. I think You know, they had a couple, but despite our possession, they could have been clinical and had a couple of chances, and they could have turned the game around. But as I said, I think with our possession, we controlled the game. Maybe going forward, I'd like to see us be a bit more direct, get a couple more shots off. But you can't complain. 3 wins out of 3. Really warming to Farke and Farke life. And when you've got a player like Teemu Pukki, who's in and around the box, who can score these goals, then you're on to something this season. I did not expect 3 wins out of 3, and hopefully we can kick on now. Really, really pleased with how Norwich are turning out so far. And 2 points off the playoffs, who knows what could happen. Please leave your thoughts down below. Keep your eye on Norwich 1. Subscribe to Norwich Essential, and I'll see you later.